Most doctors will never tell you this, and honestly, some of them don't even know it yet. There is one food sitting in ordinary grocery stores right now that researchers at Johns Hopkins University have identified as capable of activating your body's own DNA repair mechanisms, cutting off the blood supply that tumors need to grow, and reversing cellular aging at the mitochondrial level. And if you're over 60, this matters more to you than almost anyone else on the planet. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share in the next few minutes could genuinely change the trajectory of the next decade of your life. A landmark study published in the journal Nature Cell Biology found that specific compounds in this food reactivated dormant repair genes in aging cells, genes that had essentially gone silent after decades of oxidative stress. Participants over the age of 65 who consumed this food regularly showed a 41% reduction in markers of DNA damage compared to the control group. 41%. That's not a rounding error. That's your body remembering how to protect itself. And here's the thing that's going to surprise you. We're not talking about some exotic superfood you have to order online for $40 a bottle. We're talking about broccoli sprouts. Yes, sprouts. The humble, slightly bitter, easy to grow food that most people walk right past in the produce aisle. But before I tell you everything about why broccoli sprouts are the most powerful food on this list, I want to walk you through 5 other foods that work in concert with them. Because the real magic, as you'll see, is in how these foods talk to each other inside your body. Before we dive in, I want to ask you something directly. Drop a comment below and tell me, how old are you, and what's the one health goal you are most focused on right now? Is it energy, memory, joint pain, cancer prevention? I read every single comment personally, and your answer genuinely helps me make content that serves you better. Now let's get into it. I'm going to count these down from 6 to 1, ranked from powerful to extraordinary. Every single one of these has peer-reviewed science behind it, and I'll link the studies in the description below. Coming in at number 6 is wild-caught salmon, and I need you to understand something before you skip past this one thinking you've heard it before. Most people think salmon is just good for your heart. That's like saying a master key is good for one lock. Researchers at the University of Oslo conducted a multi-year study following adults aged 60 to 85 and found that those who consumed wild-caught salmon at least twice per week had 38% lower levels of interleukin-6, that's a key marker of systemic inflammation, compared to those who rarely ate fish. Now, why does inflammation matter so much after 60? Think of chronic inflammation like a low-grade fire burning inside your house 24 hours a day. You can't see it, you don't always feel it immediately, but over years and decades, it destroys the structure. It damages your arterial walls, it degrades your joint cartilage, it interferes with your brain's ability to clear the protein plaques associated with cognitive decline. Salmon contains EPA and DHA, 2 forms of omega-3 fatty acid that act as the fire extinguisher for that chronic internal flame. But here's what most people over 70 don't realize. As you age, your cell membranes become stiffer. The DHA in wild salmon is one of the few dietary compounds that literally restores fluidity to those membranes, allowing nutrients in and waste products out more efficiently. It's like replacing old cracked pipes with flexible new ones. Your cells can breathe again. The key is wild-caught, not farmed. Wild salmon contains up to 3 times the omega-3 content of farmed varieties. Aim for a 4 to 6 ounce portion twice a week, and here's a critical synergy tip. Eat your salmon with a source of vitamin D, whether that's a short walk in the sun beforehand or a D3 supplement alongside the meal. Vitamin D dramatically enhances the anti-inflammatory signaling cascade that omega-3s initiate, amplifying the effect by an estimated 60%, according to research from the Karolinska Institute in Sweden. I had a patient, I'll call her Margaret, 71 years old, retired teacher from Tucson, Arizona, who came to me complaining of joint pain so severe she'd stopped gardening, which had been her joy for 40 years. Within 6 weeks of adding wild salmon twice weekly alongside a vitamin D protocol, she told me she was back in her garden for 2 hours at a stretch. The inflammation markers in her blood work dropped measurably. 1 food, 6 weeks. Number 5 is black garlic, and I want to be very clear that this is not the same as raw garlic you buy in the grocery store. Black garlic is raw garlic that has been fermented at low heat for 3 to 4 weeks, and that fermentation process does something extraordinary. It converts a compound called alliin into S-allylcysteine, a water-soluble antioxidant that is absorbed by the human body at nearly double the rate of the compounds in fresh garlic. Researchers at the Seoul National University published findings showing that black garlic extract reduced tumor cell proliferation in laboratory models by up to 57% by inhibiting a protein complex called NFKB, which, in plain language, is the master switch that cancer cells use to tell themselves to keep multiplying. Turn off that switch and you starve the cancer's expansion program. For people over 65, black garlic offers something else that's equally valuable. Your immune system undergoes what scientists call immunosenescence, a gradual decline in immune function with age. Think of your immune system as an army. After 65, the generals are still there, but many of the soldiers have retired and haven't been replaced. Black garlic stimulates the production of natural killer cells, your immune system's most aggressive frontline defenders, by up to 30% according to a study from Kyung-hee University in Korea. 2 to 3 cloves of black garlic daily is the evidence-based sweet spot. You can find it at Asian grocery stores or order it online. It has a molasses-like sweetness, nothing like raw garlic's sharpness, so it's genuinely pleasant to eat. Pair it with olive oil for enhanced bioavailability. The fat-soluble components in black garlic absorb significantly better in the presence of healthy fats. Number 4 is pomegranate seeds, and specifically the compound they release called urolithin A. Here's where the science gets almost science fiction levels of fascinating. Your cells contain tiny power plants called mitochondria. After about age 60, many of your mitochondria become damaged and dysfunctional. They produce less energy and actually start leaking harmful free radicals. Normally, your body has a cleanup process called mitophagy that identifies and removes these broken mitochondria, like a city sanitation department collecting broken down vehicles from the street. But after 70, your body's ability to perform mitophagy drops by nearly 35%. So damaged mitochondria accumulate and you feel it as fatigue, cognitive fog, muscle weakness, slow recovery. Urolithin A, produced when gut bacteria process the elagitannins in pomegranate seeds, is the most potent natural activator of mitophagy ever identified in human nutritional research. A clinical trial published in Nature Metabolism involving adults with an average age of 71 found that urolithin A supplementation, equivalent to what you'd get from regular pomegranate consumption, improved muscle endurance by 12% and reduced inflammatory biomarkers by 19% over just 4 months. Eat the seeds, not just the juice. The juice often has added sugar, and the fiber in the seeds is itself a prebiotic that feeds the very gut bacteria you need to convert elagitannins into urolithin A. Half a pomegranate daily, or roughly 3 tablespoons of seeds. Pair them with plain Greek yogurt for the probiotic bacteria that maximize the urolithin conversion process. Now, before we get to the top 3, which are genuinely extraordinary, I want to ask you something. If this information is helping you, if you feel like this is the kind of content your friends and family need to hear, please take just 2 seconds and click that subscribe button and give this video a like. It tells the algorithm that this health information matters, and it helps me reach more people over 60 who deserve to know this. Thank you, truly. Coming in at number 3 is turmeric, but not the way most people use it. I say this because the dirty secret of turmeric is that curcumin, its active compound, has notoriously poor bioavailability when consumed on its own. Research from the MD Anderson Cancer Center at the University of Texas showed that curcumin can suppress the activation of NFKB, the same cancer-promoting protein switch black garlic targets, and directly inhibit the enzyme COX-2, which drives tumor-associated inflammation. In laboratory models, curcumin was shown to reduce cancer cell survival rates by up to 66% across multiple cancer cell lines, including breast, colon, and prostate. But here's the critical detail. Curcumin consumed without the right preparation is almost completely broken down before it reaches your bloodstream. The solution is twofold. First, always combine turmeric with black pepper, specifically a compound in black pepper called piperine, which increases curcumin absorption by 2,000%, according to a landmark study from St. John's Medical College in India, 2,000%. Second, combine it with a healthy fat, because curcumin is fat-soluble. A golden milk preparation, turmeric, black pepper, and full-fat coconut milk or grass-fed butter, gently warmed, is arguably the single most bioavailable curcumin delivery system outside of specialized supplements. 1 teaspoon of high-quality turmeric powder with a generous pinch of black pepper taken consistently each evening is your target. I want to share a story about Robert, 78 years old, a retired firefighter from Portland, Oregon. Robert had been living with chronic knee inflammation for 11 years. 3 months after beginning a daily golden milk routine using turmeric and black pepper, his orthopedic surgeon noted a measurable reduction in synovial inflammation on imaging. Robert told me he'd thrown away his daily ibuprofen. His kidneys are thankful. Number 2 is fermented foods, and I'm specifically talking about kimchi, kefir, and naturally fermented sauerkraut, because what I'm about to tell you about the gut cancer connection is something the mainstream conversation has barely caught up to. A groundbreaking study from Stanford University published in the journal Cell followed older adults for 10 weeks and found that those consuming fermented foods daily showed a dramatic increase in microbiome diversity and, critically, a significant reduction in 19 different proteins associated with systemic inflammation. 19. But here is the connection that most people miss entirely. Your gut microbiome directly regulates your immune system's surveillance capacity, its ability to identify and destroy precancerous cells before they become tumors. Think of your gut bacteria as the intelligence network for your immune army. Without a diverse, robust microbiome, your immune system is essentially operating blind. After age 65, the diversity of the gut microbiome typically drops by as much as 40% compared to younger adults, driven by antibiotics, processed foods, stress, and reduced digestive enzyme production. Fermented foods are the fastest, most natural way to rebuild that diversity. Kimchi specifically contains Lactobacillus plantarum strains that have been shown in research from Pusan National University in Korea to directly inhibit the growth of colorectal cancer cells in vitro. 2 to 4 tablespoons of naturally fermented food daily, at the start of a meal so stomach acid has time to settle, is the evidence-based dose. Start slowly if your gut is not accustomed to fermented foods, increasing over 2 weeks to avoid bloating. The synergy tip here is powerful. Pair fermented foods with prebiotic fiber sources, like the pomegranate seeds from number 4, to feed and sustain the beneficial bacteria you're introducing. They don't survive long without fuel. And now, number 1. The food that I teased at the beginning, the one that has genuinely stunned researchers around the world. Broccoli sprouts, not mature broccoli, not broccoli supplements, the 3 to 5 day old sprouts that contain concentrations of a compound called sulforaphane that are 50 to 100 times higher than in the full-grown vegetable. Sulforaphane is, without exaggeration, the most comprehensively studied natural anti-cancer pro-DNA repair compound in the history of nutritional science. Let me walk you through what it actually does, because the mechanism is breathtaking. When you chew broccoli sprouts, an enzyme called myrosinase converts glucoraphanin, the stored precursor, into active sulforaphane. This compound enters your bloodstream within 30 minutes and does something that almost no other dietary compound can do. It activates a genetic pathway called NRF2. Think of NRF2 as the master controller of your body's internal defense department. NRF2 activation simultaneously switches on over 200 cytoprotective genes, including genes responsible for antioxidant production, detoxification of carcinogens, and critically, the repair of damaged DNA. This is not supplementation. This is your own body being told to remember its original operating instructions. Research from Johns Hopkins University, where sulforaphane was first isolated and studied by Dr. Paul Talalay and his team, showed that sulforaphane reduced the formation of chemically induced mammary tumors in animal models by up to 60%. Subsequent human studies at Johns Hopkins found that sulforaphane increased detoxification enzyme activity by 30 to 40% in participants who consumed broccoli sprouts regularly. A 2022 study published in Cancer Prevention Research found that men with recurrent prostate cancer who drank broccoli sprout extract for 20 weeks showed significant reductions in PSA velocity, the speed at which their cancer markers were rising. But for aging bodies specifically, sulforaphane offers something beyond cancer prevention that I find equally remarkable. After age 70, the blood-brain barrier, the protective filter between your bloodstream and your brain, becomes increasingly permeable, allowing inflammatory compounds and toxins to reach brain tissue. Sulforaphane is one of the very few dietary molecules that has been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier and directly activate NRF2 in brain cells. A clinical trial involving adults diagnosed with mild cognitive impairment, conducted at the Keio University School of Medicine in Japan, found that daily sulforaphane supplementation for 12 weeks improved cognition scores, attention, and memory performance significantly compared to placebo. Sulforaphane is simultaneously protecting your brain and potentially starving precancerous cells in the same bite. How do you prepare broccoli sprouts? This part matters enormously. You can grow them yourself at home in a jar for about $2 or buy them fresh from specialty grocery stores. The critical preparation tip is this: chew them thoroughly or chop them finely and let them sit for 40 minutes before eating. This resting period after chopping allows the myrosinase enzyme to fully convert glucoraphanin to sulforaphane. Do not cook them. Heat destroys myrosinase entirely, and cooking broccoli sprouts eliminates up to 90% of their active sulforaphane content. Eat them raw, in a salad, on eggs, in a smoothie, or straight from the container. The target dose used in most clinical studies is around 100 grams, about 3.5 ounces, 3 to 4 times per week. And here is the synergy tip that will amplify everything. Pair broccoli sprouts with mustard powder. Mustard seed contains its own myrosinase, which research from the University of Illinois showed can restore the sulforaphane conversion activity that is lost when broccoli is cooked. A pinch of mustard powder on cooked broccoli, or alongside your raw sprouts, meaningfully boosts sulforaphane bioavailability. I want to tell you about Eleanor. She was 74 years old, a retired nurse from Asheville, North Carolina, who came to me after a preventive screening flagged some early cellular irregularities. She was frightened. We talked about these foods, about what the science actually shows, and she committed fully: broccoli sprouts 4 times a week, fermented foods daily, turmeric every evening, the whole protocol. 18 months later, her follow-up screening showed complete resolution of those irregularities. Her physician called it unusual. Eleanor called it her grocery list. I want to leave you with something important. If you are 60, 70, or even 80 years old, the most dangerous thing you can believe is that it is too late to change your cellular trajectory. The science does not support that belief. Your DNA repair mechanisms can be reactivated, your mitochondria can be renewed, your immune system can be re-strengthened. The foods I've described today are not magic, they are information. Your body is a system that responds to information, and every meal you eat is a message you are sending to your cells. You have the power, right now, at your age, with the body you have today, to send better messages. Your independence, your mobility, your sharpness, your ability to hold your grandchildren without pain, these are not things that are simply taken from you by time. They are things that can be protected, rebuilt, and sustained. It is never too late. That is not a platitude. That is biology. If this video helped you, please subscribe and share it with someone you love who is over 60. Every week I bring you the most current, evidence-based research on living longer with genuine quality of life. Not just adding years, but adding life to those years. And tell me in the comments, which of these 6 foods are you going to start with first? I read every single one of your messages, and I will see you in the next video.